Tattoo. Hello, welcome to the Chair Reviews. I'm back. And as I've indicated here, the Chair Reviews Ted 2, a weekly show where I review again and again Ted 2, just to get to the nitty gritty. Not really, folks. But if you're used to the old format, I'm coming at you one film at a time now. It's just bite size. Nice for you, nice for me. Let's do it this way. So just one film at a time from now on. New format, new poster. Drugstore Cowboy, the excellent Gus Van Sant film. Lovely. And what else is new? I'm not wearing a dressing gown because it's absolutely baking. One thing that hasn't changed is... Greetings! Hello, I'm back. It's a celebration, me being back. I've had a summer break. I've allowed myself a little bit of lager. So here we go. To you. Golden, crispy lager. Yum. So, I've been away for a long time. The clappy hands have stayed. Been away for a long time, and I'm going to reach back across the summer to pull some old faith. Here's Ted. Here is Ted. That looked realistic, didn't it? This is Ted, okay? And in the summer, wow, what was it now? 4 weeks ago, so my memory's a bit sketchy. I watched Ted 2. Now, let's go. It got quite panned. Oh, well, let's first of all say that Ted was a massive critical success. People loved it. They laughed in the arse. And it is funny, and it made $550 million worldwide, so that's a pretty good reason for making another one, isn't it? Not the only reason. The team, it's Seth MacFarlane, isn't it? Seth MacFarlane, who makes Family Guy, if you're not aware. And they're a very good creative team, aren't they? So why not have another one? A little bit of story. Have I rushed into it too fast? I don't care. We're doing it. A little bit of story. Ted 2, he's married now to the woman who works in the shop, the tarty woman, who he met last time round. He's married to her now, and they're fighting all the time, and so he says, let's have a baby. He hasn't got a willy, Ted, so they're going to have to adopt a baby. And when they try to adopt a baby, stuff happens, the state investigate, and they say, Ted, you are not a person. You're not a real person. It's a bit far-fetched. He's obviously real. It's fine. But they say that. And the film is about them trying to establish that Ted is a real person so that he can adopt a little baby. And that's pretty much the story. And it's kind of... What happens is a little bit of courtroom stuff to prove... And going on the search for, it's just a law film really. It's a court case film to try and prove this, to prove what I said. That's the story. That's as much as you need to know. If you've watched Family Guy, you'll know that it depends on a lot of cutaways to quite random, surrealistic scenes. That happens a lot here. It happened a lot in Ted. Happens a lot here as well. Along with the story, going along with the story. The critics have been harsh on Ted 2. I'm going to be a little bit less harsh, I think. So the main thing about Ted 2 is it is quite funny. Or no, let's say it's pretty darn funny, but it's sporadically so. So there's my take on it, really. It's funny because they are bloody funny at writing jokes, aren't they? So there are things that really work in this film. There's a Breakfast Club, and it's basically the Family Guy stuff. It's basically the cutaways. So there's a Breakfast Club montage that is just fantastic when they're reading up on law things and smoking lots of weed. Really, really odd things, people jumping out of drawers, and it's the Breakfast Club thing, really, doing all the dancing. Really harking back to the days. Lots of film references, as always, as in Family Guy, in this film. And they're really, really funny. The reason it doesn't work so much, it's because of the story, which is quite a thing, isn't it? Quite a thing for a film. Yeah, less of that and more of the funny stuff. More of seeing they come across a big field of weed and they play the Jurassic Park music just because it's so glorious. More of the Breakfast Club montage. More of Amanda Seyfried. Yeah, sorry, Mark Wahlberg's in it. Seth MacFarlane does the voice to Ted. Amanda Seyfried is the lawyer helping them. More of her, really, because she's excellent, as she is in most things, I would say. More of her doing a campfire song that was really, really, really good. And yeah, more of the surreal stuff would have worked a lot better. Where it comes undone, as I say, is kind of the story parts of it, the food of the matter. Which are courtroom scenes that are not particularly... Well, they're just not funny. They are a little bit boring. And they're a little bit too earnest. Like, Ted's... In the first film, I think they have the breakup, don't they? Him and Mark Wahlberg have a bit of a row, and then this other weird character comes along, tries to kidnap Ted. Turns quite exciting at the end. And that's kind of fine. In this, there's too much of the early story going on. There's too much of the courtroom story going on all the way through it. And it's a little bit too earnest. Sorry, there's going to be burping. I'm on the lagers. Yeah, and it's just not quite funny enough. When it is funny, it made me laugh out loud. At least 10 times, I would say. But when there's just a little bit too much plot. There's an old character comes back from a previous film. And that stuff just doesn't work for me. You know, trying to kidnap Ted, it didn't really work that well. Flash Gordon comes back. You're a little bit tired of it. Just feels a little bit laboured. Really, those jokes about cocaine and weed. Have we seen enough of those on film? I think we have. So they don't really work. But still, as I say, you know, there's a lot of funny jokes in here. So, quite a short review, I guess, for my comeback turn. But I am... what's really funny? Oh, yeah, Amanda Seyfried saying that she looks like Gollum. It's quite funny. They go to Comic-Con. Stuff happens to do with that, which is a riot. A riot. But the laughs are like peaks, they're like the Lonely Mountain. They don't come along often enough. It's not the Himalayas. It's just Lonely Mountains. So, I am going to say it is, for me, as I say, made me laugh a lot, but not enough. It is... Dun, 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 The Return of the Baby. It's a high chair. It's a high chair. I can recommend it. I can't say that you love it. But it is, yeah, it's the top end of average. Nearly even a bit more than that. But you can feel your baby in it. It's a high chair for Ted 2. That's quite short, isn't it? It feels short doing it this way. Anyway, that is it. Baby's gone. Bye-bye. Yeah, well, I'll see you for another film review very, very, very shortly.